All right, folks, I got one here. I don't really know a lot about. I haven't driven this one many miles, maybe 50 miles at the most. And in fact, I don't think I drove most of that myself. Somebody else probably did. But what I do know is this is one of my favorite vehicles. This is a 1998 Chevrolet Tahoe. Now, here's the thing. It's got 170,054 miles on it. But just so you guys know, these things tend to go a really long time. In fact, I tow with a Suburban, which is basically the same thing as a Tahoe, just a little longer. And that has almost 230,000 miles on it. And it's had a motor knock for as long as I've had it, and it just keeps going. Love these vehicles. Okay, this particular one, though, does not have a motor knock, so you're in luck. But you can get, I gotta guess you can get 60 to 100,000 miles out of this thing if you take care of it. As you can see, no radio, probably had some stupid aftermarket radio in there and somebody jacked it out of here. Let's start her up. Let's see what we got. I did do a fair amount of work to this, if I recall correctly. I'm pretty sure I put outer tie rod ends, front brakes on it. You know, put a new interior door handle on it because it was broken. Probably should have done the exterior one, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys. But it's going to be very, very inexpensive. The glazing, if I zoom in here, you can see it's got a little bitty chip there. Probably get that taken care of if you want for like $40, $45, you know, if you have a glass guy near you. Bring it to like Safe Light Glass or something like that. Let's see, heat. Yep, heat does work. Let's see, the air conditioner. It's kind of cold out today, so I can't see, but the light's not going on. I don't know if it works or not. A little too chilly out today to actually check. Tilt wheel, cruise control. Let's check the windows. Right rear, no problem. Right front, no problem. And we'll swing around. Left rear. And of course, the all-important driver's window does work. It's got the automatic day-night mirror with the compass and temperature thingy. I don't think it's 63 degrees out today, so I'm gonna guess that that's probably off a little bit. Interior looks to be in pretty darn good shape though. I mean, check this out. Not bad. I mean, here's your console. It's not all beat up, not all broken up. Take a look inside here. Yeah, it looks pretty clean and nice. Okay, the floor looks pretty decent. Looks like it's got some aftermarket floor mats in it. All right, let's take a walk around the outside. We'll check the tires like I always do first and see what we got. One thing I do know is I'm pretty sure this thing needs at least front tires. Yep, that's right. So I'm not even going to bother, you know, doing the old checking to see what the tread is on it. Because I can tell you just by looking at it, you want to put front tires on this thing immediately. Coming around here to the rear though, they're pretty good. I'd say they're a little bit more than halfway. If you take a look at that. Let's go around to the other side. Take a look at that. Yeah, like I said, that's about halfway, probably, maybe a little better. And of course the left front tire, yeah, no good. So definitely you're going to want to think about putting a couple of decent tires on it. Now, the body on this is surprisingly in decent shape. The paint does have some nicks, some scratches, you know. It's not going to be perfect, but believe me, for the price, you're going to love it. It does have factory running boards, as you can see. Let's open her up. All right, and here's your passenger side. You know, it does exhibit a little bit of wear and tear, and for goodness sake, it should. Like, after all, it is a 98 model year. But the seats just amaze me how nice and how clean they are. Very, very nice. Here's your door jamb. You know, at the most I see a little bit of surface corrosion, but other than that, not too shabby. And down here where the rust always starts, not bad at all. All right, let's check out the back door. And the rear seat for that matter. All right, there you go. It's got a little floor mat there, looks nice. Yeah, for a light gray cloth, this is in pretty decent shape. Again, not much wear and tear, and in pretty decent clean condition. All right, let's see, door jamb. There you go. And let's do the door frame. And down. Not bad at all, actually. Again, like I said, it's got its variety of nicks, scratches, but I don't see really any corrosion whatsoever. Here's your roof. Looks like it's got a full roof rack, of course, with the crossbars. It's got one of these little shade thingies I don't know if I'm a fan of that or not, but you know, it's there. You can always take it off if you don't like it. Coming around to the back. Now, this is what they call barn door setup. I have this in my Suburban too, but I prefer the tailgate, but some people really like this combination, so whatever, it's up to you whether you like it or not. All right, as you can see, obviously tons and tons of space in this thing. It's got the little cargo cover. Those seats do fold down right there, so you can actually put a lot of crap in this thing. Again, the interior's not perfect. It's got some staining as it should in the back, little crack thing there, but overall, not bad at all. All right, let's open this up and let you guys take a look. Very nice. Even the rear bumper's in pretty decent shape. It's funny because usually this model year vehicle, that bumper's usually like rotted out by now. This one's not bad. It's even got this little thing that's stuck in the Class 3 hitch. So it does have a Class 3 weight distributing hitch platform. All right, we'll close this up. There you go. Again, not horrible, not bad. All deep tinted glass all the way around. In fact, I think it's got some extra deep tint on it on the driver's and passenger window here. Take a look underneath. There you go. Let the light adjust there. Come around. There's your tire, spare tire, and there you go. Okay, now coming down the driver's side, as you can see, it looks pretty good. You know, dent free. No, like I said, no rust at all. It looks like on it. Just some scratches, etc. There's your running boards. It's got the nice aluminum alloy wheels. All right, here is your driver's side rear passenger area. And we'll do your door frame. There, and I'm sorry, door jamb. Now we'll do your door frame. And again, very nice condition. So I'm going to give this like a, for corrosion, I'm going to give it an A. For the body itself, I would probably give it a B-. Here's the roof on this side. There you go. All right, now this is what I mentioned before. I should have done the outer door handle, I didn't. And you know the funny thing is, it was a cheap fix. This is like $20 to fix this, but all you do is you push it in and it does open. I mean, I put a brand new one of those in right there, so it's kind of stupid, but whatever. You know, I kind of like hit a wall on how much money I was going to put into this. And my thing is really about safety, you know, brakes, tie rod ends, things like that. And if I had 2 tires to spare, I would have put them on, but I don't. So again, I announce everything I know that's wrong with the vehicle. Here you go. This isn't quite a handyman special, but almost. You know, you might want to be a little clever with being able to put some stuff on it. Let's check this power seat out. Oh, the power seat does work. Forwards, backwards, down, up, tilt. Wow, I'm impressed. Okay, now this seat, of course, has some wear and tear on it. I mean, look, it's a driver's seat. It's actually still very comfortable. The bolsters actually still give you the comfort that you need. I mean, it's not filthy by any stretch of the imagination, but it does exhibit some wear and tear, as it should. I mean, for goodness sake, you know, it is a 98 model with 170 on it. So it's up to you what you want to do with that. As you can see, a couple of pretty significant scratches there. Mirrors look to be in good shape. Oh, check this out. Huh. It's actually got a good inspection sticker until, the sun's in my eyes, June. So let's see, we're in April. May, yeah, not much. So maybe you got a couple months left if you live in Jersey. If you live out of state, who cares, because it's irrelevant. All right, looking at the front of this vehicle, even the front bumper's in nice shape. Chrome, it's got the tow hooks down there. But usually, again, like I said, I always am concerned that these bumpers usually rust out. Apparently not on this one. All right, let's take a look underneath. Like I said, I did some work there. There you go. One thing I forgot to do was look up what size Vortec engine's in this, because it looks like the sticker's missing. I'm going to guess it's probably, I really don't know. It could be a 5.7, a 5.3. I don't remember what the year split was on the new generation Vortec motor. But anyway, you can figure it out by the VIN number, or if I remember, I will put it in the listing. Check this out. Even the under hood light actually still works. And I just put this battery in it. It's been in there for a few days. It seems to start right up. So I don't know whether there was a fault in the old battery or there's something draining the system. Don't really know. All I know is it starts. Now I'm going to rev it up for you now. good news there is very simple. No knocks, no valve train noise, no rattling, no banging. Again, not like my Suburban, like I told you, it has a deep rod knock. But that thing still keeps on trucking. I'll drive that thing anywhere. I wouldn't be afraid to drive this anywhere, quite frankly. I think these things are almost bulletproof in my opinion. And you will see, when we go on our little test drive, you'll see how good this thing actually runs. We'll do that right now. All right, here we go. What I'm going to do now is perform what I call a warm start. You saw it start when it was ice cold before, and now we're going to start it up after it's warmed up. It's been warming up for a while, so I like to do that just because different issues can appear when the vehicle's cold or when the vehicle's warm, especially on these older high mileage ones. And again, that's good advice whether you buy it from me or not. Always do that, check it warm and cold. Well, and as you can see, she starts right up. Interestingly enough, there are none of those annoying check engine lights on, the airbag light isn't on. I mean, it's actually, you know, a pretty decent running vehicle, surprisingly. I do notice the shifter, now I don't know if this is from it having sat for a long time, is a little on the stiff side, but I like to report everything I possibly can about the vehicle. So here we go, we'll take it for a little spin here as soon as I get a brake, and off we go. Feels like it's got plenty of power, I'll give it that. And here we are, up to 50 miles an hour already, so I'm pretty impressed. Like I said, I really don't remember a whole lot about this thing as far as driving it. I've had it for a little while. I'm finally getting around to selling it. Yeah, it looks like it tracks pretty straight down the road, even with the bald front tire, so I guess those tie rod ends I put on really did the trick. Now, this is back in the day when they had the best, in my opinion, four-wheel drive setup. You got it in 2 high, which means, you know, hopefully save you a little bit on gas, where it's just pushing the rear wheels. It's got automatic 4-wheel drive, which is like the no-brainer situation. And you use that in the winter time, or, you know, like if it's going to rain or something, you throw an automatic 4-wheel drive. And then it's got regular 4-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low. So basically gives you everything you could possibly want. All right, and I will check that out. I don't see the lights on there, but I'm pretty sure it did work. I did have that checked, but we will test it just to make sure. It seems pretty smooth shifting, seems okay. I'm going to do a brake test, and pretty much all that consists of is me pulling into this vacant lot across the street from my place. I know where there's a little patch of gravel, and I slam on the brakes and let go of the steering wheel. It does look, you'll notice the steering wheel does look a little cocked to the right. That could be from when my guy, so to speak, put the tie rod ends on. Every car I give him, he does front end work too. The steering wheel comes back cockeyed. So that means it either is going to need an alignment or whatever. Well, when you put new tires on it, you're probably going to want to align it anyway, and that'll straighten that right out. It's no big deal. All right, I'm going to pull in over here. Now keep your eyes on the steering wheel, and I'll describe to you the braking action. All right, here we go, and hands off, and all right, well, that's actually really good news. If you notice, you know, the steering wheel did its usual little thing like that. Well, what that means is, I don't know if you could hear it on the video, but I could hear it. The ABS brake pump was activated. So that means the ABS, it does have ABS, and B, it works great. So it stops this vehicle quickly, safely. So again, nice little safety feature to have. You know, you get your front airbags, you got your anti-lock brakes, etc. So there you go. All right, what I'm going to do now, I just pulled onto my gravel driveway. It goes around the back of my shop. And we're probably on a 20 to 25 degree incline. All right, let me put it in auto 4x4. And what I'm gonna do is just be quiet, step on the gas, and you can hear if the 4-wheel drive's working. Obviously, if it was in 2-wheel drive and not 4-wheel drive, we'd probably just spit gravel out of the back and we wouldn't go anywhere. So let's see what happens. Well, I can guarantee you that 4-wheel drive just worked because we took off without a hitch. Now, let's try 4 high. See if that works. Actually, you know what? I was going to go to 4 low. Okay, now, I just heard the transfer case clunk underneath like it's supposed to. It's definitely in 4-wheel low right now. And I will demonstrate that to you. And what this does, when it's in 4-wheel low, it changes everything. Changes your shift points, everything. Like, for instance, to give you an example, by the time I hit the top of my driveway here, I'll be going about 20 miles an hour, and it'll have shifted through all 4 gears. Here we go. There, I'm in 4th gear already, and I didn't even hit 20 miles an hour. So yes, 4 low works. Now let's put it in 4 high. Oh, that's good, yeah. Even though the light's not working in the little four-wheel drive switch, which is very typical, by the way, of these older GM products, I can tell you that it just shifted into four-wheel high. But let's demonstrate that again. All right, now we're back on the hill again. Put it in drive, and here we go. Hell yeah. Yep, you can feel it grab. All right, and let's go to auto. Actually, what if I can get it into too high? Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it seems to work right in all modes. All right, because right now we are in two-wheel drive, and that means it's only pushing power to the rear wheels, so when I step on the gas, you'll listen, you'll hear it kicking gravel out from underneath and we'll barely move. Here we go. Oh, geez, I just made a mess of my driveway too doing that. Oh, well. Yeah, so basically, the moral of the story is, hooray for you, all modes of four-wheel drive work exactly as it should. All right, let's do a little recap as I drive around the back of the building. This is a 1998 Chevrolet Tahoe with 170,056 miles on it now. Seems to be that all the major systems and everything seems to work pretty damn good on it. I did throw some decent, amount of money in it, making it safe so you can drive it home. Don't forget, it's going to need tires, but it's not perfect. Look, let's call it what it is. It's a 16-year-old, 170,000 mile, four-door Tahoe SUV. Okay. Can you get another 60 to 100,000 miles out of it? Absolutely, I believe that. But that is going to depend greatly upon you and how you take care of this vehicle. All right, I'm going to pop the camera off here. Sorry about my hands getting in the way here, folks. If I can figure this out, like a dummy. I'm a dummy sometimes. There we go. And I'll take one last walk around it. So here we go. Close that. I think that tinted glass on the driver's window is illegal in New Jersey. I don't know how he ever got it through inspection. Maybe he knew somebody. But as you can see, the body, despite some scratches, some minor dings, is actually a pretty good looking vehicle. The main thing is going to be value, okay? And I can tell you, nobody gives better value for the money than I do. This is going to be a relatively inexpensive, large, four-door SUV. Especially one that you can tow with and put your whole family in. It's pretty nice. All right, folks, as I always do, I hope this goes to a good home.